Good afternoon and welcome to AFLNT's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 13 clash from TIO Stadium on Larrakia country. Today we have Palmerston hosting Wanderers out here on the main deck at TIO Stadium. My name's Stu Davis. I'm joined by Ryan Saxelby. Welcome, Ryan.
G'day, Stu. Good afternoon, everyone.
Interesting clash, this one. Could just about turn out to be the match of the round, I think, after a couple of blowouts yesterday, some of them a bit surprising, but we've got two Premier League games today, this one and then Darwin and Nightcliff to follow. But these two teams down the bottom of the ladder, Palmerston looking for their first win, but have gone close a couple of times and would give themselves a real chance today, I would think. So we're underway, and it's Big Phillips for Wanderers, gets the first hit out, tries to kick off the ground, has an air shot. There's another air shot from Dowsett from Palmerston as Wanderers eventually get it going forward. It's taken there by Alwyn Davey. He thought he tried to claim the mark, wasn't paid, but Palmerston tidy up and get it into the middle of the ground. Nicely read at the back of the pack by Fletcher. He's off and running, delivers inside forward 50. Nicely picked up on the half volley, but tackled straight away. The ball comes back to Alwyn Davey, who has a shot for goal, but just across the face and through for a behind, the first score of the game.
Yeah, Stu talked about how this could be one of the matches of the round. Last time they played 9 points the difference, and then the time before that it was a draw here at this time last year. Yeah,
so both sides would go in with confidence, and should be a good contest. Daniel Wheatra bringing the ball in. We saw that there was a banner for him playing his 200th NTFL game today, so congratulations to him on a terrific career. Palmerston going forward again, right into the goal square, and about half a metre out from goal, the mark is taken by Harry Bremner. So good movement of the ball from deep in the pocket, and Bremner right on the spot, kicks the first goal of the game, and it's been a good start by Palmerston. They've had control of the ball. Wanderers have hardly gone forward at all.
Yeah, exactly right, Stu. That's exactly what you would be looking for, especially first round back from the new year. It's been it's a short break, but it's also a long break at the exact same time. You get to spend a bit of time away from the game, and you just want to be able to get that ideal start, that first score on the board, get that pressure going, and they've got exactly that.
Yeah, that's right, and particularly a team looking for their first win of the season. Confidence is a huge factor for them, and that really opens them up for them. So we've got Nathan Dowsett doing the ruck work against Tyler Phillips, and Phillips has been terrific for Wanderers all season in the ruck. Big, strong unit, and not only in the ruck work, but the work he does around the ground. I think there's a football problem here. Not enough air in it, so that one's going off, and we'll get another one brought back on. So yeah, a bright start by Palmerston. Of course, yesterday's games in the Men's Premier League were between St Mary's and the Toohey Bombers. St Mary's kicked away for an 80-point victory in the end, and the other one was the top of the table clash between Pint and Southern Districts, and it was 14-point margin at half time, and Southern Districts just blew Pint away in the second half, kicking 9-0 to run out 71-point winners. So disappointing for Pint, but they did have a number of players missing. I'm sure they'll rebound next week. They went into the Christmas break on top of the table, of course, but now lose that spot to Southern Districts. So we've got a new football all set to go. Ball's in the air. Phillips gets his hand to it, but again it's Palmerston out of the middle. This time Nyko gets it down to half forward, but Wanderers across half back. Hand pass comes to Phillips. He hand passes on the outside, put his teammate under a fair bit of pressure there. Phillips burrows in again and just bursts his way through the pack, and some quick hands sees it on the outside where Worthley tried to get a kick away, was tackled, and that forced the error, missing the boot, and free kicks paid. So Palmerston happy just to slow things down here on the outer side of the ground as Kavanagh goes around the back, makes a bit of space, but the kick goes further than that to Klein. He gives to Kavanagh now. He drills a pass into the forward 50, and the mark taken by Nico for Palmerston. He kicks long from outside 50. It's got a good piece of that, but it's going across the face and will bounce just inside the boundary line, and it'll be a throw in the left forward pocket for Palmerston.
Yeah, Palmerston with the territory dominance early in this one. It'll be interesting to see Cody Leggett when he starts to really assert himself into this game. You know, he can be so dangerous around that contest.
He's been huge for Wanderers, certainly this season, and for the games that he played last season. He's a dominant player in the midfield, and they rely on him a lot as they flick the ball around, and it comes back to Leggett now, who kicks long down the wing, but well placed underneath that one was Jaden Davey. He's got something he likes in the middle of the ground and uses that nicely to Alwyn Davey, who goes short in the middle to Dowsett. Dowsett wheels around on the right boot, goes long inside 50. That's a well directed and weighted kick, and falls into the lap of Wilson Fletcher inside forward 50, and he'll go back and you would imagine take a set shot from goal. Player on the mark about 35 metres out from goal, but good passage of play from Palmerston, good use of the football, got it out into space, and the delivery was good. So a chance for Fletcher to add to Palmerston's score here. Just kick on the way, goal umpire makes a bit of ground to the left, and 3-4 are behind only, but a promising start from the Magpies. So Fuller bringing the ball in, goes straight up the middle of the ground. It bounces into the hands of Kavanagh. Looked like a high tackle there. That's the way it's been seen by umpire Tim Somerville. And Kavanagh likes the short option, but his kick didn't hit the target. And so Wanderers come in and they'll win themselves a free kick here for some high contact. And it's Shanks who kicks to the outside, and they look to work it around the outer side of the ground where Leggett receives the short pass. He's electing to go long down the line out there on the bounce. Oh, that's come off the foot, I think, out of bounds on the full. So unfortunate.
Nowhere really else to go. It was all Palmerston Magpies inboard, so did have to stay on that wider route.
So Palmerston looking to switch the ball across the ground here. Picked up on the half volley nicely by Davey. Got him out of trouble, and he delivers on the outside to Frith. Frith has some space, so he plays on straight away with a couple of bounces, looking for something to open up for him, and it does eventually. The kick's good on the second grab. Mark or free kick is paid to Elijah Davey for the Magpies. He's got a lead here, and another good kick, but unfortunately the sliding attempt to mark just spilled out of the grasp of Bremner, and Wanderers trying to work it into some space through handball, put themselves under pressure, and eventually Fuller gets a kick out of defence, and that's a good one, finding Tom Morgan just backward of the wing on the grandstand side. Morgan chips inboard to Berry. Berry will go short again, back to Morgan. So they make about 10 metres out of that down this near side boundary. Another short option. Back to Berry again. So yeah.
Can't go long here. Palmerston have the numbers, at least 3-1.
So short again, but we're claiming the mark, and it's probably fair enough. It'll win the free kick for the high tackle anyway. Of course, the more you possess the ball, the closer you are to turning it over generally. And the long kick in, as you said, Ryan, was straight into the lap of the Palmerston players waiting in defence, and Jaden Davey gets it across to Alwyn Davey, and they work it to the outer side of the ground. That hand pass just a bit behind Lampton, but he recovers well, and Sean Wilson, the captain, spills a mark there, but able to recover. And the kick forward, picked up beautifully on the run by Davey, who kicks long inside forward 50, getting out the back was terrific. It might be Bremner again, who's just read that nicely, got out the back of his opponent. It is Harry Bremner, and the kick to him was spot on as he was running back towards the goal.
Just really clean movement from the Magpies. Probably some of the best movement we've seen from them all season.
That's true. They've certainly been working on a game plan and trying to stick to it with a young group, and it's paying off in the early stages of this first quarter in the round 13 game here at TIO Stadium. And it's Bremner again who gets on the end of this and kicks his second goal for the match. And Wanderers haven't looked like having a shot on goal so far in the game, as the clock ticks close to 10 minutes in this first quarter.
Yeah, well, I think Aaron Motlop will be circling Jaden Davies' name at quarter time. He has just been everywhere. He is the quarterback of this team, and he was involved in that passage of play again. Someone just needs to go on and put a bit of pressure on him, and even the numbers down the line, because they've just struggled to get the ball down there. Yeah,
that's right. And Wanderers have been getting, Palmerston have been getting first hands on the ball in the centre here, as this time the hit out is won by Dowsett, but Wanderers the chance now out to Worthley, who kicks high to the outer side of the ground. The water carrier there just getting in the vicinity, and so I think that's what the free kick's paid for. And still jogging around close to the play. Maybe a bit of quarter time education there for the water runner. Anyway, yeah, it's Palmerston with the kick. Kavanagh kicks straight into the gap in the middle of the ground. Bremner coming out again, gets there late this time, and the intercept mark is taken by Leggett, who switches to the near side of the ground, where Wanderers have got a couple of options here. It's picked up by Morgan. He's a bit unsure what to do. Eventually gives a hand pass to Willis. Willis goes back inboard, back to Leggett at centre half back on defensive 50. He's looking to switch across the ground to Worthley again, who's made some space. He plays on straight away, and out wide there's a chance for Wanderers to build around the wing. That's a good pass, finding Smith Thompson. He's got plenty of space now, touches on the ground a couple of times and now brings it back into the corridor, but just chopped off with a double fist there. But Wanderers' first hands on the ball as they look to switch across the ground again. Oh, just a bit of a mishandle there by Motlop. Puts himself under a bit of pressure. Eventually gets a kick out wide as the hand pass comes back to Berry. Berry off a step, kicks towards the pocket. The big fella, Phillips, diving attempt. Couldn't hold on to the mark. He's still in the play now. The hand pass comes to him, but it was a bit too hot for him and spilled out. Now they're still putting the forward pressure on. That's a great tackle in defence by Harper Fox, and causes a stalemate and the ball up 20 metres out from Wanderers' attacking goal at the airport end of the ground. Directly in front, Big Phillips, but Kavanagh gets the fist to it, thumps it away straight down the ground, or kicked off the ground. But Wanderers are set up behind the play here as Worthley again gets another kick inside forward 50. Motlop set himself for the mark, but Sean Wilson going back with the ball got a fist to it and saw it over the boundary line for a throw-in.
This is exactly what Wanderers would want. I think this is probably what they should have attempted earlier. Just get it towards the boundary line, bit of stoppage, a little bit of pressure, but again here, Palmerston, 2 players loose just in front of goal.
So there's the hit out, and one of those players takes possession of the ball there. That was Dane Oliver, and Palmerston clear it away again, or spoiling each other, the Wanderers players there. They're working in a phone box here, and pretty hard to keep control of the football with the close pressure that's on. It's a good effort to get the ball out to Ryan Wharf, who makes a bit of space for himself, kicks long down the line, but it's all Wanderers behind the ball here. And Morgan takes another mark, thought about the short one, and eventually goes that way to Worthley. Just the required distance, you would think. As he again looks for an option. He's going to have to go long down the line again here. Big Phillips gets his way to the front, punched away from behind by Kavanagh, but the ball at ground level. Berry hacks it off the ground inside forward 50. Tidying up for Palmerston was Harper Fox. And now they've got some numbers on this near side wing as it's taken by Barnett. He kicks into space, but that's an easy one again for Morgan for Wanderers. He goes the big barrel this time straight down the middle of the ground. And they've got numbers at the fall of the ball. Motlop kicks to his leading teammate out there, who's Kunz, but couldn't take the mark, punched away from him, but recovers well and delivers nicely to Klee in the forward pocket. And Klee takes the mark about 35 metres from goal, pretty deep in the pocket, but he'll go back and have Wanderers' first set shot for the game.
So Wanderers mustn't be very confident, or they're extremely confident in his abilities, because it's about 8 Palmerston defenders to 4 Wanderers forwards in the forward line currently.
So the kick from Klee gives it plenty of height. Looks like it's on target. And it is. That's a terrific set shot finish from Daniel Klee deep in that pocket. So with their first shot at goal, they hit the scoreboard, and that was a better build-up from Wanderers.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the one that they needed, and fair to say they were extremely confident in his kicking abilities. That was great goal, great drop punt, good follow through, and that's the one that they need. And it's only 8 points of difference, and you'd think just with how well Palmerston have played these opening few minutes that it'd be a much larger lead than that.
Yeah, that's right. They've really dominated the field position and possessions early in the game, and Wanderers have basically taken full toll with the first opportunity they've had to score. So back in the middle of the ground, Spencer Fox in doing the ruck work, but Phillips gets his hand to it. Motlop at ground level does well to get it back to Phillips, but chopped off. And now Frith just on the outside of the centre square on the outer side. Looked one way then the other and decided to go himself out into space. First there for Palmerston is Barnett, who drills the ball into half forward. Sean Wilson pounces on the loose ball. He's got a player in the pocket, kicks high. Oh, some contact in the marking contest there, allowed to go, and Wanderers clear it away out of defence. Trying to keep it in was Lennon Marlin, not able to do so, and it'll be a boundary throw in just outside of the forward 50 in Palmerston's attacking area.
I'll be intrigued to see what Wanderers do here, whether they try and close out the quarter, try to slow it down like that, what they were trying to do essentially at the start of the game, but I don't know if they can do that in this scenario yet.
I think Phillips wins himself another hit out. The hand pass comes out to Lampton. It's chopped off though, and Wanderers trying to work it through the hands. That hand pass a bit hot for Leggett. He goes back and recovers, gets a hand pass as he's tackled, and Palmerston go inside forward 50 again. It bounces into the hands of Wheatra, who looks to switch into a dangerous position in the corridor. Missed the target. Frith at ground level gets away now, has a chance to steady, hooks this round the corner, kicking towards the goal. I think it's good. He's celebrating with his teammates. And yeah, that was a dangerous switch. Didn't hit the target, and Frith just pounced on that loose ball and kicked a nice goal from about 40 metres out.
Yeah, that was a tough one for Wanderers. The ball sort of came in a little bit wobbly, and sort of it just got away from the defender, and the ball hit the ground, and Palmerston was all over them. Colin Frith is having a pretty good game so far, and he loved that one. Terrific celebration. We love to see those.
Yeah, that's right. And he's had a good season for Palmerston, so it's good to see some of these younger players just really developing their game and contributing to their team. And Mark Tyrrell will be pretty happy with the Palmerston start in this game, but they've been there before and fallen over, so he'll be aware of that and sending that message as Klee comes in off the wing this time, gets a boot to the ball as Wanderers try to work it forward. They do eventually with an underground kick. The hand pass comes back in to JJ Motlop. He kicks down to the pocket, punched away from behind. Is a snapshot from goal in the pocket, goes across the face, and safety first. Joel Munich decided not to attempt the mark, just double fisted it through for a rush behind.
Very smart play.
He was under a bit of pressure, wasn't he? As They come in short now, and Harper Fox works with Jaden Davey, who drills it away, but this one's straight down the throat of Phillips. He spilt the mark, but had some help on hand through Holmberg, who gave the hand pass. Off hands, it's over the top. It's going to be a Wanderers free kick. The advantage has been paid here. Can they make use of it? A long hand pass over the top, close to the line. That's a terrific kick at goal from right next to the behind post, on the wrong foot, if you don't mind. And I think it's Ben Maguire who's kicked that goal out of nothing, really. But again, just goes to show you're never out of the game if you can string a couple together. And Maguire, Ben Maguire gets his first goal for the game. A really impressive one.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon Aaron Motlop would have lost his mind if the goal wasn't the result there. But great finish on the run, bit of pressure, and it's the one that they needed.
Yeah, that's right. A quick answer to the Frith goal a couple of minutes ago. So we've ticked over into time on here in this broadcast game. As back in the middle, Phillips gets hand to it, but it's Palmerston through Willis, who kicks it high out wide. Or the mark spilt here, and hand pass misses the target, so Palmerston under some pressure here, but Kavanagh gives an option from behind and eventually gets the hand pass forward to Barnett. He kicks in towards half forward, just a little bit too high for Sean Wilson there, and Wanderers the chance to tidy up at the back. Smith Thompson gave the hand pass. The kick goes out to the wing. Maguire sprinting out there, trying to get hands on the ball, just battered it up. Now it spills out towards the boundary, but tackle was made without possession of the ball, and it'll be Oliver who'll take the free kick for Palmerston on the outer wing. Oliver down towards half forward. The ball slips over the back of the pack. First there for Wanderers was Smith Thompson, but didn't get there in time to keep it in play. I'm not sure he's too keen to keep it in anyway, so it'll be a boundary throw in. 21 minutes gone in AFL&T's coverage of this 25-26 TIO NTFL season round 13 match, brought to you by NT News and Community TV. It's a great contest so far. Ball slips out. Wanderers, Palmerston again using it through the hands. The kick comes into the goal square, but Brenton Motlop back there in the front position takes the mark now, looks to switch to the near side where Worthley's made a bit of space. The kick's good, and Worthley takes the mark. He's looking to go long down the wing here, and not much pressure from the Palmerston players there, as Will Noble just strolled in and took the chest mark. They move it quickly through the middle, but again the kick's astray, and Ryan Wolf tidies up with a long hand pass that gave his teammates some work to do, but eventually it comes to Kavanagh. He kicks long inside forward 50, goes over the top of the couple of players there, picked up close to the ground. Another dribble kick towards goal, this time by Morgan Morris, but across the face of goal just for a behind. So Brenton Motlop bringing the ball into the outer side of the ground. Lennon Marlin out there worked hard to keep it in but wasn't able to, so it's a boundary throw in, getting close to quarter time here. It's an 8-point margin with Palmerston in front. So Phillips takes that off the hands of his opposition ruckman, but Kavanagh read it well, takes the intercept mark, delivers straight down the middle of the ground, goes over the head of Wilson again, but in there for Palmerston was Elijah Davey, gets the hand pass out the back. They're looking to work it into a bit of space. Eventually they do, and Klein delivers nicely to Elijah Davey, who's busy across half forward there. Had a couple of involvements in that passage of play. He's looking around, obviously feels that he's too far out to score, so he just sits this one up towards the top of the goal square, punched away from behind. Wilson first to it at ground level, couldn't take it cleanly, and it's cleared away out of defence by Wanderers. As at ground level it was picked up by Maguire. His hand pass missed the target, but he's in and around it again as Leggett sweeps a long hand pass to the outside, and nothing to go to at all down there, so they stop and go backwards, and eventually the ball goes out of bounds and it'll be a boundary throw in. So yeah, all the Wanderers players have pushed up the ground and they got it into space but just had nowhere to go, just black and white jumpers in front of them.
And that's just high praise for Palmerston. That's exactly how they've started the match. Terrific structure.
So Phillips again this time, after a couple of touches, goes the long thump forward, bounces off the chest, Leggett out there. Couldn't keep it in play, so another throw in right on the wing on the outer side of TIO Stadium.
Yeah, starting to see a few hands on hips, and quarter time break won't be too far away. It's been a very good game so far.
Ball slips over the back and Palmerston first there, a chance to go forward again as the long kick comes in. Oh, just a little bit too long. Now at ground level, a hand pass comes out the back, a snap floats in the air. Wanderers should be able to tidy this up. It slips into the lap of Matthew Motlop, the captain, and he just slows it down and chips to the outside to Marlin as the siren goes to end the first quarter, and one in which Palmerston got out with the first couple of goals. Wanderers have fought back, and at quarter time here at TIO Stadium, it's the Palmerston Magpies leading Wanderers by 8 points. We'll be back with the second quarter shortly.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this thing. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, 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 up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium for AFLNT's coverage of this round 13 clash in the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League season. It's between the Palmerston Magpies and Wanderers Eagles, and at quarter time it's Palmerston who hold an 8-point lead after a pretty impressive start. I'm Stu Davis, I'm with Ryan Saxelby, and play is underway as Big Phillips just holds his ground, gets a fist forward, but ball taken, tackle made, and we'll have another go at the ball up. No time wasted as Phillips wins another hit out. Any players in the middle there, someone taken out without the ball there, look to be Rosengren. He in a little bit of trouble on the ground, but helped to his feet by some teammates, and he'll take the free kick in the middle of the ground for Palmerston. Goes long, straight down the middle of the ground. Wanderers players get back off hands. It goes over the back, almost a jumper tag there. Play on's the call as Smith Thompson gets a quick hand pass and then gets thrown to the ground after he disposed of the ball, so wins himself a free kick right back in the defensive goal square. Switches to the outer side of the ground where Worthley made some space, couldn't take the mark, but able to recover and kicks long down the line. Kavanagh just positions himself nicely under the ball and picks up, hand passes to Lampton. Lampton drills a pass inboard looking for Barnett. It's punched away by Smith Thompson, but just got over the shoulder in the process of doing that, so it's a Palmerston free kick to Barnett. He wastes no time, gets it into the pocket looking for Bremner, couldn't take the mark but picks up at ground level, now throws on the boot as he's tackled, but that affected the kick and it swung over the boundary line on the full, so Wanderers able to restart from the last line of defence. Kick out wide. Kavanagh again just used his strength to get rid of his opponent, couldn't hold on to the mark. However, Smith Thompson gets a hand pass out looking for Leggett, but he was always under pressure and the ball finds its way over the boundary line.
I'll be pretty intrigued to see what the coaches have changed during the quarter time break. I assume Mark would be a very happy man at Palmerston, but we've seen glimpses like this of Magpies this season. It's just fallen away after this point.
Yes, that's right, and Mark Tyrrell, the Magpies coach, would be getting that message through, you think, that we've got to persist and stick to the game plan and try to build on their lead. So Worthley wins the hit out this time. So Wilson Fletcher went without the ball and then got tackled, so gets himself a free kick. Just chips it high into the centre corridor. A couple of leapers there. The ball's punched away. Palmerston are going to be first to it at ground level. Sean Wilson it is. Thought about the hand pass, then went himself, wheels around, kicking inside forward 50, taken off hands by Frith. He flicks the hand pass over the top, but the Wanderers defenders close and force the ball over the boundary line for another throw in.
Again on Wanderers early. Palmerston just coming out of the blocks really well so far.
So from that stoppage, Wanderers trying to work it out. Phillips bends over and picks it up, but gets tackled to the ground. There'll be a ball up this time. Phillips goes the big thump. Sean Wilson first there. Hand passes back to Frith. It slips through his hands and he's under pressure, but manages to find some space. His kick's smothered nicely, and Eastick it is. He affected the smother, got it across looking for Maguire. Maguire couldn't control the ball and then toe poked it forward and gets penalised for insufficient intent to keep it in play. So Palmerston looking to switch quickly. Ryan Wharf takes the mark but couldn't go again. There was not much to go to. Gives to Kavanagh this time, and they chip it across half back. Davey off and running, goes straight down the ground. I think he got dealt with after he kicked the ball, so it'll be a relayed free kick here for Palmerston. As Barnett on the left kicks to the leading player Bremner, but he's got a couple of opponents there, and the ball fell short of him anyway. Couldn't control it on the bounce, and it ricochets away out of bounds for another throw in.
Free kicks are not helping Wanderers today. I mean, just inviting unnecessary pressure at the minute.
So from the throw in, ball out into space. Hampton there for Wanderers. Oh, picked up nicely by Rosengren, who kicks towards goal, but it's slid off the side of the boot and out of bounds on the full. So Cody Leggett it is with the free kick. He's looking inboard, but not many options there, so elects to go long down the line to the pack of players on the outer side. Ball bounces back into the hands here, and Clee on the run finds JJ Motlop. Thought about the hand pass, chips across to Berry instead in plenty of space. He's calling for players to lead for him. There's not too much urgency on the lead down there, and this one's chopped off across half back. Some good work by Munich, who also got dealt with after he kicked the ball, but Palmerston in plenty of space here. Kick it inside forward 50. The ball gets over the back. It's going all the way through. I'm not sure that was touched. I don't think it was. There's umpire and field umpire and goal umpire conferring, and yeah, touched is the decision in the end. So behind to Palmerston, and Wanderers waste no time bringing it in. Cody Leggett on the outer side of the ground has a third bounce, and now a fourth getting around the wing. Kicks down towards half forward, coming over the back. The mark almost taken, but again, pressure from the Palmerston defence. Sees them win the free kick here, and looking to move it quickly with a hand pass. Gets it on the bounce to Kavanagh. He hand passes back inboard, back to Fox. Now Rosengren just messing around with it a bit on the outer side there, and that allows Wanderers to win it back, and Leggett kicks long inside forward 50, almost an intercept mark taken, but the ball spills to ground and players all over the top, and this will be a ball up inside forward 50 for Wanderers.
Really good chance here for them. Numbers, they're just not getting enough numbers around this contest. It's all Magpies out the back.
So hand pass comes out the back now, and a kick by Bake to the top of the square, taken off hands by Marlon. He snaps towards goal, but just misses out on the right hand side, and that's a change that's been made by Aaron Motlop. Played the first quarter in defence, and he's now deep in the forward line, Lennon Marlon. So Palmerston bring it back into play. Wilson Fletcher in the back pocket for the Magpies. Chips this along the grandstand wing. Kavanagh in front, has a couple of grabs at it, couldn't complete the mark. There's terrific work there by Jordan Klein for Palmerston, and then gives it to Rosengren. He's got a runner in Lampton, running inside 50, has a bounce, loses control, trying to win it back now, paddles it out to the advantage of his teammate, who had a player standing in the square all by himself, and Spencer Fox it was. Took it on himself to have the shot at goal. Bremner was in the goal square calling for it, but unfortunately for the Magpies, Fox's shot at goal missed, and just to behind. But it all opened up for them then, didn't it? As they moved it quickly. As Fuller brings it back into play, but that's not his best kick, and straight down the throat of Nathaniel Lampton. Wanderers have worked back in numbers now. It's a pretty crowded 50, but his kick is just gobbled up by Will Noble, who goes short to Wheatra, takes it on his knees, and then delivers to Morgan. Morgan switching across, but Sean Wilson almost got a hand to it. Clee picks it up on the half volley and delivers on the outside to Holmberg. He's got plenty of space. Controls the ball now and chips it around the outer side, where Shanks has made some space, kicks back inboard, and he finds Maguire Maguire just walks around the player on the mark and drives it long to a one-on-one in the goal square. Some help comes in for Palmerston. They get it to the ground and now able to run it away is Fletcher again. Over the top. Palmerston a chance to run onto it now. It's Elijah Davey tried to paddle it to his own advantage, but pressure came in from the Wanderers' defence. Davies in there again, gets the hand pass up to Klein. Klein was looking out the back for someone to give to. There was no one there and consequently got caught with the ball. And Wheatra delivers into the centre of the ground. Berry to Clee. Clee's got a spare on the outside. He goes that way. It's taken there by Holmberg, who delivers down towards half forward. And pass comes up and pass inside 50, but Palmerston with numbers try to work it out, but that hand pass misses the target. Wilson comes in now, cleverly gets past his opponent, gives the hand pass and receives back. Now chips further down the ground. Munich out there couldn't control it at the first attempt. Holmberg putting the pressure on him, and eventually Holmberg wraps him up on the ground in a tackle, and it'll be a ball up on the outer wing.
They just seem to have an outlet every time, Palmerston. Just exiting their defence. They've been doing it so well today.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd like to transfer that to more score on the board. There's been no goals so far in this second quarter. We've gone past 11 minutes. Just 2 behinds to 1 for the quarter. But yeah, you're right, Palmerston have structured up pretty well and their transition's been good. Just need that final disposal to get the scoreboard, but Wanderers still working hard as the hand pass comes to the outside. Pass delivered, just a bit short, but good work by Bremner to break the tackle, gets a hand pass out to Wilson. He gives on the outside, and the long shot at goal by Alwyn Davey doesn't come back, and again they've worked it well, but the final kick at goal just off target. Clee on the outer side picks up on the half volley and delivers nicely, finding Marlin, who's either worked right back up the ground from full forward or he's been moved again, but he kicks on the outside looking for Holmberg but misses him. Overrun close to the boundary, but it is over the line and it'll be a boundary throw in. All just a bit casual from Wanderers there. Palmerston had the numbers but couldn't control the footy.
Pretty bold strategy to have Alwyn Davey just in the middle by himself.
So free kick been paid here for a high tackle, so Palmerston again with the chance. The kick comes inboard. It's spilt there by Barnett, but he recovers again as Nyko tries to get a hand pass out. He's penalised for incorrect disposal, and Berry will take the kick. Chips to the outside to Clee, who takes a couple of steps and then thumps long inside forward 50. Worthley looks like he's been moved from defence into the forward line and was there, couldn't hold on to the mark, and eventually the ball's out of bounds again. I think we've got a blood rule here.
Yeah, Nathan Dow said he was sort of crouched down after that last boundary thrown in the centre wing. Maybe just copping a few stray arms.
Yeah, a bit of blood out of the nose or mouth or something, and he's replaced by Jordan Klein. And play can resume. So, boundary throw in. It's Palmerston to get the clearing kick out towards the wing, legged out there. Gathers the ball, but was under pressure all the way and runs out of space. So Palmerston make about 50 metres around the boundary there between boundary throw-ins. Phillips in front against Fox. It's Palmerston who get it out into some space. Sean Wilson delivers down looking for Morgan Morris, but it was too far out in front of him, and bounces just inside the boundary line. So another boundary throw in. It's almost a bit like a rugby match, working the ball down the ground with line outs.
It's tough work so far, although conditions fairly favourable. It was bucketing down earlier today, but has dried up since.
So Palmerston again, well set up out the back of the pack. That hand pass isn't good, goes to Phillips. He tries to break the tackle, gets tackled to the ground, and he'll be penalised for that. That was a courageous tackle, because he's a big, strong man, Tyler Phillips. And I think it was Barnett who laid the tackle, gives off the hand pass to Kavanagh, who kicks long off a step, but off hands, well read, and this is going to be a Palmerston goal. Beautifully done in the forward pocket there, as Wanderers look to be set to tidy that up, and it was Cameron Nyko who just read it beautifully off hands and got past an opponent, and then just walked through the first goal of the quarter.
15 minutes in the making, almost 16 minutes, but actually coming off right now is Declan, Stu. So yeah, that's just how big and strong Tyler Phillips is. You can still get him, and you can still end up hurt. It just looks like a slight ankle concern.
Probably had a bit of wind knocked out of him as well, I'd say. But yeah, has a well-earned rest on the bench. That was a courageous tackle, and one that ultimately resulted in a goal for his team.
Wonder if that's the wall, the damn wall.
Yeah, well, it's the first goal for the quarter. I think we've got a 666 warning here. Now we're good to go. Phillips again just holds his ground, and Wanderers get it to the skipper Motlop, who delivers to half forward, just a little bit too high for JJ Motlop. Kavanagh works back, hand passes inboard, and then receives it back. And he goes short to Fletcher. Wilson Fletcher looking to move it on quickly. He's got Ryan Wharf straight up the middle of the ground on the half volley. Now gets the hand pass, but that misses the target, allows Wanderers the chance to swoop in on this one. The hand pass comes out, and eventually they work it into a player in some space. That's Willis, who goes down towards half forward. He's got JJ Motlop out the back, just inside 50. He just waltzes off, kicks long towards goal, and that's a good kick from JJ Motlop. Under no pressure, but it still had to be kicked from 45 metres out, and his kick was good, and it all just opened up for Wanderers there, as Palmerston, a couple of ball handling errors, turned over, and good work across half back by Billy Shanks again to chop that off and get them moving forward. So a good goal to Motlop.
Yeah, every time it seems like Palmerston just get that extra step ahead. Wanderers are right there to respond, and Billy Shanks, he's been very good for Wanderers all season, so unsurprisingly he's made an impact. It's just 10 points as 18 minutes has gone in this second term.
Yeah, it's not the damn wall, Ryan. It's pretty much goal for goal here today. It's a terrific contest. Really enjoying the game as Wanderers with the clearing kick down towards half forward, and well read running back with the flight of the ball taken by Nyko, who kicked that goal earlier. This is a worm burner of a kick inside forward 50. Really didn't give his forwards much chance, and Wanderers will tidy up with the hand pass from Smith-Thompson back to Fuller. Fuller just blasts it long out of defensive 50. Kavanagh runs onto it, takes it nicely, gives the hand pass forward to Wharf. Wharf off a step, kicks high towards the top of the goal square. A couple of Wanderers flyers, but they mess it up between themselves. And kick forward by Morgan Morris. Didn't have enough purchase on it, and allowed Fuller to come in and knock it through for a rush behind. So a bit of a chance missed then by the Magpies. Wheatra brings it back into play near side of the ground. Holmberg out on the lead, Frith right with him, got a fist to it, and another strong contest at ground level. Sees the ball spill over the boundary line. Approaching time on in this AFL NT coverage, brought to you by NT News and Community TV. It's the Magpies leading at this stage as Phillips wins another hit out. Ball slips through the hands. There's Shanks again. Hand passes on the outside to Leggett. He's got Matthew Motlop charging forward. Tries to pinpoint the pass. Just fell a bit short of Maguire. And then he had nowhere to go. Wrapped up in the tackle by Dowsett. And it'll be a ball up again. Bit of confusion about who's going to do the ruck work then. But Barn, it is Leggett off the ground cleverly. Got it to Eastick. And now the hand pass out to Fuller. Tries to kick along the boundary line. There really was no one there and it bounces out of bounds. Maybe a bit lucky that that's not going to be penalised.
It's been one of the stories of the game though. Disposal has just been off. Even for both sides really.
Yeah, that's right. So on the throw in. Motlop at ground level. Did well. Shanks gave it to Leggett. Leggett long to half forward, but well read back there by Klein for the Magpies. He switches to the outer side where Alwyn Davey made some space, spilt the mark, but has time. Delivers along the outer wing. Looking for Nyko out there. He traps it, gives the hand pass to Lampton, running towards the 50. Drills a pass for Davey, but just a bit too hot, spilled out. Davies in there again, swoops up on the left foot, kicks long to the goal square. It's a one-on-one contest, and good contest, but off hands through from behind, and Wanderers again bring it in quickly, and Willis has got plenty of space out here on the grandstand side. Has a couple of bounces, doesn't have a lot to go to, so just trying to slow things up until something opens for him. He goes into the middle of the ground where Wheatra's made some space and he takes the mark. He kicks short. That could have put his teammate under pressure, but Berry was good enough and gave it back to Wheatra. Wheatra looking for Brenton Motlop out on the long lead. It's too far out in front of him to get his hands to it, and eventually it beats everyone over the boundary line again for a throw in.
Gee, Wanderers look good when they attempt to go quick, but they've really struggled with numbers upfield.
Yeah, that was a promising move forward, just too far out in front of Brenton Motlop as the siren goes for half time. So in the end, there's not much difference between quarter time and half time. Palmerston had some chances, kicked 1 goal 5 for the quarter, and Wanderers added 1 goal 1, but we've got the close one here so far in the round, and it's been a good contest. Hope you're enjoying it. We'll be back with the second half shortly. It's at half time. It's Palmerston by 12 points.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. King for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Top end footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top end footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to AFLNT's coverage of this round 13 clash in the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League between the Palmerston Magpies and Wanderers Eagles. At half-time, it's the Magpies by 12 points. We're underway in the third quarter, and Rosengren just wrapped up in the tackle there. Comes up rubbing his head. Might have been a bit of a head clash there. Everyone looks to be okay now. We're back underway. Phillips wins himself another hit out straight down. Well done by Jaden Davey there. Wheels around on the left boot, just kicks it out into space. Sean Wilson runs onto it, gets a bit of a nudge from behind and wins a free kick. Oh, that's a pretty ordinary hand pass from Wilson behind his teammate, but Palmerston still able to get hands on it and tidy up as the kick comes in from Dowsett deep inside forward 50. Wanderers at the back, tidying up as Marlin clears away outside of defensive 50. Hand pass comes back to Wheatra. Wheatra tackled as he kicks, and Jaden Davey just parks himself nicely, reading that one coming out. So Davey, looking at his options, decides to go long inside 50 or crashing the pack. The ball spills out now. Here's a chance for Palmerston early in the quarter. That's a terrific finish from Wilson Fletcher. Just received the hand pass out the back of the pack and a couple of steps and banged it through from long range, and that's just the start that Mark Tyrrell and his team would have been looking for in this third quarter.
Yeah, I dare say one of the game plans going into this match would be getting that early start, and we've done that every quarter so far. So really ticking the box here, Magpies, and another great finish. Been kicking them from all angles, it seems, Stu.
Yeah, that's right. The ones they've got, they've missed a couple of opportunities, but yeah, that one, terrific long range around the corner snapshot. So great start again here for the Magpies. They just they got two in a row to start the first quarter, but other than that, they haven't been able to string them together. As they get the clearance again, this time through Klein, straight down the middle of the ground. The ball bounces inside 50 as their Wanderers defence are under pressure again. Bremner hauls the ball in, then gets tackled with it, and this will be a ball up just 15 metres out, directly in front of the Wanderers, the Palmerston goal. Ball spills to Bremner. He got pushed as he tried to kick, causing a bit of an air swing. And there's a free kick been found for not disposing of the ball, and Wheatra quickly gets it on the outside to Worthley. Worthley, oh, that's well read by Alwyn Davey running back, and he pumps it back into 50. That's a great kick and a good mark taken by Morgan Morris out near the boundary, just on the 50-metre line. Wanderers have worked back in numbers here. Kick comes in high to the top of the goal square, punched away from the front. Still trying to work it out of the congestion there, but eventually umpire Tim Somerville has had enough and decides to come in and ball it up. You can see the congestion of players around this stoppage. Yeah, pretty hard to do much at all. Berry comes in, picks the ball up, and he's again tackled immediately to the ground, and we'll have another ball up.
Just looks a little ominous here, Stu. Feel a Magpies goal just coming.
And on that note, Wanderers cleared out of defence, but intercept mark taken, so Palmerston the chance to build again, but you can see Frith now deciding to go long, punched away from behind, and the ball bounces away over the boundary line for a throw in just outside forward 50 for Palmerston. But yeah, the players all condensed essentially into the Palmerston attacking end of the ground. Phillips Phillips again with strength. Takes it out of the rock then. Hand passes. Now Wanderers trying to get it, work it into space. It's really not having much success in getting that ball out on the outside, and we'll have a ball up once again. Phillips thumps it away out into space this time, but Palmerston first hands on it at ground level. Now Shanks wheels back around, gets the hand pass inboard to Maguire. Maguire's kick chopped off by Davey once again, and now Palmerston, a couple of handballs and try to get it out of defence. Just not enough height on that one as Wheater got his hands to it. He's back in action again. Tackle to the ground, and it'll be a ball up again.
6 minutes into this third term, and we're getting a repeat of the second term, Stu. Stoppages galore.
Yep, just struggling to get it out on the outside. They do this time. Lampton goes back into traffic but manages to weave his way through and kicks long. It's a 2-on-1 down here though, and that's easily picked off in defence by Marlin. He gets it on the bounce to Wheater, who kicks on the outside. Kavanagh does well to get a fist to that one and then has to go after and chase it in competition with Maguire. That comes off the boot of Kavanagh over the boundary line, but all safe, and that'll be a boundary throw in.
Wanderers just got to keep a bit of an eye on Nathaniel Lampton. He just feels like he's going to do something very big every time he touches it, and I'm actually surprised that Wanderers don't have Sonny Smiler Jr. playing, who could have equalled Nathaniel Lampton's impact.
Yeah, Smiler's had some good moments in Premier League football this year. Good prospect for the Eagles as this kick comes out, but again Wheater set up behind the play, takes the mark. Wheater chips short to the outside to Clee, back to Wheater, just trying to weave it forward as the majority of players have pressed forward of the ball now. Kick goes to the outside, and that's a good mark taken by Marlin again. He wheels around on the right boot, kicks inside forward 50, punched away from behind. Kavanagh and JJ Motlop do battle at ground level. The ball finds its way out somehow. It's wrapped up in the tackle there was Nyko for Palmerston, and another stoppage. So the hit out by Dowsett this time, and Palmerston off and running as the kick out in front of Bremner was a good one. He takes the mark out between wing and half forward on the outer side of the ground, waiting for players to run down the ground. Went for the short option, but his teammate wasn't on the same wavelength, and it's chopped off. And Wanderers the chance to build now. It's Leggett, sweeps a long hand pass over the top to Motlop. JJ Motlop chips it over and finds Maguire running from behind. He plays on now inside 50, kicks it to the goal square. Here's a chance for Wanderers. It's punched away from behind by Ryan Wolf though, as George Wilkes got his hands to the ball but couldn't complete the mark.
It looked good though, Wanderers, that deep entry. They've been needing it all day.
Jaden Davey brings it back into play, but again pretty casual coming out, and eventually they get numbers out there and are able to work it out as Davey gets his fourth touch for this passage, and the kick straight up the middle of the ground is good to Klein. He gives the hand pass on the outside. The kick in looking for Bremner is thumped away in front by Worthley for the Eagles and out of bounds.
Good to see the Wanderers defenders getting behind him there for that spoil. It's a good effort.
So the ball recovered from over the fence and back into play now. Smith-Thompson at ground level just got tackled and lost the ball. Kick forward was partly smothered. Palmerston through the hands, Frith to Wilson. Wilson almost kicked going backwards there to the top of the goal square. It's punched away. Here's a chance at ground level for Klein, who kicks a high one in towards the goal square. At ground level, Eastick goes back for Wanderers and happy to concede a rush behind. And they'll reset from the goal square. Kick comes out to Berry, out in the back pocket. He takes it and runs off straight away. Taps on the ground and then hand passes forward to Worthley. Worthley long down the wing. Palmerston have got the numbers here, and Kavanagh, who's once again had a good game for Palmerston in defence, takes the mark, but that's not the best kick from Barnett. Not too much damage done at the moment, although Leggett comes in, puts the pressure on, and it's an interesting one-on-one contest out there. Some help arrives now for Palmerston in the form of Rosengren, and he tidies up and kicks along the wing. That's a well-directed pass finding Wilson Fletcher. Fletcher's got some spares in the middle, but ignores that, wants to go longer. Kicks down to half forward, and Sean Wilson cuts across the front. Couldn't hold the mark, but got the hand pass up. Ryan Wharf inside 50 now. Runs towards goal on his favoured left boot. Kicks and just misses to the left-hand side. So another opportunity there for Palmerston. Wasn't the tidiest of build-ups, but this kick gave Morgan some work to do, but he was good enough to do it and gets it back to Worthley, who clears away out of defensive 50, close to the boundary line on the outer side. Off hands, it goes over the line and will be a boundary throw-in. So we're just about 12 minutes into this third quarter. Just the single goal on the board for the quarter, which came pretty early on from Wilson Fletcher. Kavanagh doing the ruck work, takes it himself, kicks it down to the forward 50 line, but Wheater tidies up for Wanderers and he finds Maguire on the outer side. Ben Maguire goes the short option to Willis. Not much movement in front of him as he goes back to Maguire, who ran forward. Now Maguire on the left on the outside. Finds Clee. Clee has Leggett out on a long lead, and it's a good stretching mark under pressure. Just looks like he's cramped up a little bit there. Player on the mark is just outside the forward 50, so a pretty good kick to convert from there. Clee wheels around, called to play on now. Kicks from 50, it's going right to the goal line. It might go all the way through here. I think it has without being touched. Gee, that was a bit disorganised on the goal line from Palmerston. They had numbers there, they just didn't have anyone at the fall of the ball, and got over the hands and basically bounced on the goal line and went through. So that's a good answering goal, but probably one that could have been kept out.
Very interesting that they've got Cody Leggett walking towards the goal square, full forward. A bit different for typically the on-ball up for Wanderers, the main man. I think an unreal season, averaging about 28 disposals, Stu, and you'd think once Nichols' medals rolls around, he'll be in that top 10, you would think.
Yeah, certainly he's been a standout for Wanderers. So he's played every game, I think, for the season, coming off a Western Australian Football League season with East Fremantle. So it's terrific that he's committed so much to the Wanderers Football Club for the season. So a legging free kick here, and it's going the way of Fletcher. He goes short, too short, and Dowsett under pressure. The ball spills now. Munich takes it from behind. Lampton running beside him, but Munich goes himself, delivers inside forward 50. That's a good kick, and mark taken inside 50 by Elijah Davey for Palmerston. So Elijah Davey, not sure you'd think would take his best from here, I would think. Kicking from about 45. Let's see, he hasn't struck that well at all, and squirts away over the boundary line on the full. So Worthley picks it up, wants to play on quickly, but being forced to go back over the mark, and I think in the end it's not going to be Worthley's kick. So
must be said, Joel Munich, he looks like he belongs at this level, Stu. Just the way he glided through the middle there. One of the great rising stars for Palmerston.
So Clee gives it back to Maguire, who kicks long around the wing, punched away from behind as Matthew Motlop swoops on it, gets the hand pass out. Worthley goes inboard to Shanks. Shanks, a long hand pass over the top. This opens it up if the ball can be picked up. Just a little fumble there, put himself under pressure. Leggett working hard against a single opponent out there, but couldn't keep it in play. And almost looking a bit sore, Leggett, actually. Just having a spell up in the forward half, as you said, Ryan.
Good opportunity here for Wanderers, though. Get back to single digits.
So cleverly over the top from Clee. The kick comes in. It's not the cleanest contact. JJ Motlop does well, picks it up, hooks towards goal, but Jaden Davey once again has worked his way back and read it nicely, takes the mark, and now finds Frampton on the outside. He fell over for no apparent reason. He just tried to straighten up. All good though. He's got a lead here and delivers nicely to Niko, who plays on around the wing, and Barnett takes that mark for Palmerston. Chips it forward. It's a bit behind his target. Got a bit of work to do, Spencer Fox, and Wanderers able to close in now as the hand pass comes to Barnett. Almost a high tackle there. Play on's the call. So ball comes out to Holmberg, who got tackled and couldn't get a boot to the ball. Punched away from behind by Frith, and now looking to receive back. He does well here. Breaks that first tackle, ducks back inside, kicks across the ground, and that's a beautifully directed kick. Dowsett lost his footing at first, but able to recover and took the mark inside 50 for Palmerston. So again, a good build-up, and yeah, Frith once again has been really important for the Magpies.
Well, you just know it's your day when you can fall over and still end up in front taking mark.
Nathan Dowsett looking for his first goal of the day. Couple of steps, kicks towards goal. He struck that pretty well, kept it low, straight through the middle. So Palmerston get an answer to Cody Leggett's goal and just stretch that lead out. So they're in a pretty good position as we approach three-quarter time. But yeah, they'll still have some nervousness about them, obviously, as we've mentioned a couple of times, looking for their first win for the season, but given themselves every chance so far in this game.
Yeah, 100% look well poised, a 19-point margin as we approach the 19-minute mark of the third term, and it's probably the first time they've had back-to-back goals. Stu, is that right?
Well, in fact, it's not, because Leggett got the one before. So, yeah, they kicked the first two of the game, but yeah, haven't had back-to-back since then. As Leggett's back in the middle now, tried to break through the tackle and gets penalised for that. So it'll come back to Rosengren. Frith just sweeping around the back, looking for the hand pass. Rosengren instead goes looking for Fox. Spencer Fox spilt the mark. Shanks at ground level, working hard. Yeah, just Fox just fell into the back of Shanks then. So Billy Shanks will take the free kick. Looking inboard, but hasn't got a lot to go to, so goes down the line. Kavanagh comes across and just thumps that one over the boundary line for a boundary throw in.
Make it appealing, but you'd think Wanderers probably just have a couple minutes to strike back before the final interchange.
So 19-point margin here as the ball on the ground. Berry at ground level gets a hand pass up to Matthew Motlop. He tries to get it over the top to Leggett, who lost his footing. It's gathered by Nyko, who swings around, kicks into the middle of the ground. It's a dangerous position, punched away. Here's a chance as it's picked up by Wilkes. Wilkes looking for Kunz on the outer side there. Runs onto it now, swings it back, trying to get it back to Wilkes. Couldn't take it. Goes to ground after contact from Jaden Davey, and Davey, cool as you like in defence, picks it up and uses it nicely to Kavanagh, and Kavanagh finds Rosengren, who chips to the outside, and Palmerston have gathered back control with Joel Munich with ball in hand. Just chips on the outside and just playing a bit of control here now. Magpies. So McConnell kicks inboard to Kavanagh. Kavanagh thought about going backwards and then went inboard to Wilson instead. Wilson looking to go on the outside again. To the intercept mark taken this time by Marlon, who kicks into the middle of the ground and finds Ben Maguire. Maguire off a step, goes for the big torpedo, wobbles it forward to a one-on-one contest, and there's going to be a free kick found here, and it's going to go the way of Cody Leggett. So it paid off. He wanted to get it in quickly while there was a one-on-one before players could flood back, and gave Leggett the chance, and just a bit of interference from behind from Fox sees him win the free kick. So he kicked a terrific goal from out near the boundary line with a set shot earlier in the quarter. This one directly in front, kicking from 45. Looks like he's just pushed this one out to the right. He has, and just to behind. So disappointing result for Wanderers. Kavanagh brings it in quickly to the outer side of the ground. And Palmerston looking to build. Munich takes the mark. He goes backwards and inboard to Kavanagh. Kavanagh goes short, not the best of kicks, but on the bounce picked up by Wise. Palmerston under pressure here. Wise comes in, lays the tackle as the siren goes. The free kick was paid to Palmerston, but won't be taken. So that's three-quarter time, a quarter in which Palmerston added 2 goals while Wanderers could only manage 1, and Palmerston have just extended that lead, and their supporters in the crowd will be really hopeful for a chance of victory here. Would be their first for the season, and they're up and about in the crowd as they should be, but Wanderers will have different ideas. So at three-quarter time, it's the Palmerston Magpies leading by 18 points. We'll be back with the final quarter shortly.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're in the front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium for AFLNT's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 13 clash between Palmerston Wanderers. My name's Stu Davis. I'm with Ryan Saxelbury. Ryan, Palmerston have given themselves a real shot at winning their first game for the season here.
Oh, every chance, 18-point advantage, but we've seen it slip away from them so many times. But maybe today is finally the day.
Maybe it is, as they try to work it out of the centre from the first bounce, but Again, the pressure on and a stoppage. We've seen repeat stoppages a lot of the day, but Palmerston be happy with that as long as they can maintain their lead. As Kavanagh, who's been terrific in defence, thumps that one forward for Palmerston. Picked up by Rosengren. He goes a long hand pass over the top in hope more than anything. Jaden Davey, who's been a star all day, just kicks it out to his own advantage on the outer side and picks up at half forward, delivers inside forward 50. Sean Wilson on the end of it either took the mark or got pushed in the marking contest, but that was a terrific passage of play, and maybe Jaden Davey has been moved into the middle or he's just run off of half back to get involved there. But yeah, a couple of good involvements there, and then this kick was spot on to the skipper, Sean Wilson. Wilson's kick is going across the face of goal and just punched over the boundary line for a boundary throw in right next to the behind post. The boundary umpire a bit bewildered there, doesn't know where the ball went, but it's hooked up in the net behind the goal.
Yeah, well, I think for Palmerston, they've owned this first few minutes of every quarter today, and I think it's really, really important, and I'm sure Mark would have reiterated that at three-quarter time, that they have to win this first few minutes. It doesn't necessarily have to be a goal, but they shouldn't concede a goal.
So on that throw in, ball ricochets around a bit, but then eventually it's Morgan Morris just wrapped up in the tackle. Phillips thumps it out. It's taken by Bake, got the hand pass on the outside and thumped away down the line. Ryan Wolf and Cody Leggett there, neither could take the mark, and the ball off hands and over the boundary for a throw in right on the centre wing between the interchange gates.
Leggett did well there. It was a 2-on-1. Just had to get it anywhere but into a Palmerston's player's hands, and now they've got a bit of a chance to structure up and maybe strike first in this fourth term.
Ball through the Wanderers' hands. JJ Motlop gets a hand pass forward along the ground, and Thane Bake just tackled to the ground, and another stoppage.
Interesting again, Palmerston opting for two spare men in defence.
Phillips, a bit of a dive there, I think. Play on was the call. Rosengren found the ball in his hands. Good work by Morgan Morris, and then had an air shot when he went to kick. Another possession for Shanks, and kick comes forward and fortuitously falls into the lap of JJ Motlop for Wanderers. He wants to go long, does inside forward 50, coming out the ball off hands over the back. Leggett trying to keep it in play, but I think it went out before he could get the boot to the ball, so it'll be a boundary throw in, but Wanderers have worked the ball all the way down the ground, and this throw in 25 metres around from their left hand behind post at the Michael Long centre end of the ground. Kavanagh doing the ruck work, positions himself well, gets the kick forward, but well read coming out by Berry, and he takes the mark just inside the forward 50. He's indicated straight away that he's going to go back and take his kick here, so must be confident that he's got the distance covered here. Wheels around. Oh, that's not the best kick at all, but Wanderers still have a chance with possession in the forward half. Leggett kicks towards the goal square on the mark, spilled in defence. Palmerston under pressure through the hands. They get it out to Wilson, and Wilson on the outside to Lampton. Lampton gets it on the outside again to Frith, and eventually Lampton running forward receives the ball. They've transitioned this really well to Bremner out in space. He's got no one to go to here, so has a bounce, then loops a hand pass over the top. There's a chance for a shot at goal from Fox. Harper Fox kicks long towards goal. It's gone all the way through. That's an incredible goal from Palmerston from one end of the ground to the other. Never looked likely. They had nothing to go to inside forward 50, had to hold it up. And Harper Fox, if you don't mind, on the left boot has just banged it through from about 40 metres out.
Yeah, well, Sam Berry on that set shot just looked like he changed his grip halfway as he was going to kick it. It looked like he was going the barrel, and then he changed his mind to a drop punt. But in the end, Nathaniel Lambton again just making room on the far side, and he was away and gone. And a terrific finish, and you think maybe now Palmerston might just have their first win of the 25-26 season, Stu.
Well, for the fourth time in the game, Palmerston have kicked the first goal of the quarter. Their lead is out to 24 points, so Wanderers need to kick 4+ goals to win the game, and of course they've only kicked 4 for the game so far. So it's a tall order for them, you would think, but stranger things have happened as they get first possession out of the centre, but nicely tidied up, and Jaden Davey gets another possession out in front of Lambton here. He's going to have to work. He does really well to paddle that one forward to his skipper Wilson. The hand pass comes back to Jaden Davey. He goes all the way back to Alwyn Davey, and he delivers inside to Nyko. Nyko goes further to the middle of the ground where Harper Fox takes the mark. Mark not taken there, but the hand pass forward, Nyko played that pretty well actually. Just got himself low trying to receive the ball and drew the high contact. So he receives the free kick outside 50. He's got some short options, but that's not his best kick as it's chopped off by Wheatra for Wanderers. He just thumps it out, tries to get it out into space in front of Cody Leggett. Leggett pats it forward to his own advantage. He's under all sorts of pressure here with a couple of Palmerston opponents. He does well to get that back inboard in front of Maguire. Maguire gets it forward, but Palmerston strong in defence again. Should be able to work this one out as the hand pass comes on the outside, but that kick's going to be chopped off by Berry for Wanderers, and Berry looks up and can see 4 Palmerston players standing by themselves, so goes the short option to Maguire. Maguire kicks long towards goal. This looks pretty good as well. That's another terrific goal from Wanderers with not much on offer for them, not many options, and so Maguire had to take it on himself. Another goal from 40 metres, an answering goal, and Wanderers won't lie down, Ryan.
Well, every time it seems like Palmerston just have a good grip on this game, Wanderers just swoop in and just cause a little bit of doubt each and every time, and they've done that so well today. But still, they need a goal from a centre clearance, you think. It's just not come from that area today. It's been sort of those turnovers from Palmerston that's cost them, but Wanderers just hanging in there still.
Yeah, there's plenty of time left in the game. Daniel Fuller has been brought in to do some ruck work now, giving Phillips a chop out. The ball gets over the back, and Rosengren swoops on that loose ball, kicks long, inside forward 50, off hands, it gets over the back as a strong tackle sees the ball spill out. Morgan close to the boundary line, steps over under some pressure, and that was probably his best option in the end. But Palmerston have got this boundary throw in deep inside their forward 50 here, so potentially another chance to score. So the boundary throw in comes in as Dowsett, who put his hand up to do the ruck work, was looking the other way. And it's a free kick being found here, going away of Brenton Mutlop.
Palmerston outnumber if he likes to come to the broadcast wing.
Chips across into the goal square instead to Smith Thompson. He goes to Worthley on the outer side. He's got Daniel Wheatra running that kick. Just falls in front of him. Wheatra tries to keep it in play, wasn't able to, so it was really a bit untidy by Wanderers coming out of defence. There was not much pressure on, and the kick just had to find Wheatra and couldn't, unfortunately, for the Eagles. So boundary throw in, still in Palmerston's forward half. Fox in front, no real winner from the hit out. Marlon kicks long around the wing, punched away by Wharf. He's back in there battling for the ball at ground level. Picked up by Wise, got the hand pass out the back. But chance for Wanderers now. That hand pass a bit too hot, and Wise fishes it out to Kavanagh again, and he just chips it nicely to the outside. And Palmerston just happy to play a bit of possession here. The kick comes back into Wharf in the middle of the ground. Oh, he's given this one plenty of air. But fortunately, before JJ Motlop could close and Alan Davey takes the mark, he goes to Oliver. And Oliver chips out to Munich, who's got some space now. Decides to go on straight away. Drills a pass inside 50. A diving attempt by Bremner. Couldn't hold on to it. Wilson now gathers and gives to Munich. Tries to break a tackle. Hand passes backwards. Wilson again. Oh, just a fumble there. Cost him all. Brenton Motlop comes in strongly. Just a little bit late. Makes contact, and that'll be a relayed free kick down the ground. And it's Elijah Davey who'll take that kick. Looking for leading players. Chips it in. Oh, almost the mark taken, but it spills now. Here's a chance for Bremner. Swings a hand pass out. Another ball handling error there. Elijah Davey gets the hand pass out. Here's another chance for Palmerston. A terrific finish by Cameron Nyko, and Elijah Davey had 3 or 4 involvements in that build-up. Did really well, but Nyko just a bit of composure in the forward line. Knew he had some space and brought it back for another Palmerston goal. And surely now, Ryan, they can. Their supporters in the crowd at least can relax a bit.
Yeah, look, I think for Wanderers, that's probably the 3rd or 4th goal that has been given up just off a free kick. I would think it's been their downfall, and it's pretty much the margin in the end, Stu, that those sort of free kicks. But I also think Sean Wilson is the experienced player in this team, has been very important today. He's just been not, a ball magnet per se, but he's getting those touches.
Yeah, he's been very good. It's the best game I've seen him play for the season, I think. He's been important for them at crucial times, particularly. So Palmerston trying to work it forward again. Marlon reaches in, picks it up, gets a kick back into the middle of the ground. Wilkes runs onto it, but he gets tackled by the arm. The ball spills out. Free kick's paid, and the advantage paid as Frith kicks inside forward 50. Just a bit overzealous with the body contact there, and it's a Wanderers free kick. They've taken the advantage but had nowhere to go, and so worked themselves into a bit of trouble. Worthley gets a kick out now and finds Marlon at half back. So Wanderers looking to switch on the outside. That's a good kick. As running onto it is Bake. Bake brings it back inboard to Wilkes. He's got Wheater in the middle, but he went further downfield and just kicked it over the head of his teammate. The ball bounces into Wheater's hands now. He kicks looking for Leggett on the outside. The kick's good, and Leggett reaches out and takes the mark in his hands, but he's out at the 50-metre line here, so on the outer side of the ground will be a good kick from there, you would think.
Looks like he's backing himself, though.
Yeah, no doubt he'll try to take the opportunity to run around on the outside. No, he doesn't. Straight in and kicks long towards goal. It's going all the way to the goal line. It's going all the way, just offline and through for a behind, missing on the near side. Gee, it looked pretty good in flight, didn't it?
Did.
Kavanagh straight up in the middle of the ground and finds Dylan Wise. In fact, it's Barnett who kicks to the outer side. And Palmerston just happy to slow things down again. We've got a handy lead here. So kick long around the wing. Nyko split the mark. Ball comes back to Clee. Chips it over the top. Close to the boundary line. It's gone over the boundary line, in fact. So before Berry could get his hands on it. Ryan Wharf looking inboard. Goes down looking for Elijah Davey. Just too hot for him over the top. As Again, there's a scramble at ground level. Davey does well, picks up and gives the hand pass, but Barnett had nowhere to go and he gets tackled to the ground. And it'll be a ball up again. So we're 15.5 minutes into this fourth quarter. It's Palmerston who've just stretched their lead out to 23 points. Hand pass comes over the top. Is chance for the Magpies again as the ball goes inside 50. Bremner with some pretty close attention down there. In the end, he gives away a free kick on the ground, and it'll be Morgan to take that free kick. Switches across now and finds Holmberg, who plays on quickly around the near side to Smith-Thompson. Smith-Thompson had some space but nowhere to go. Plays on now with a chip over the top, and Maguire takes that mark, chips it down to Daniel Fuller, gives back to Maguire, who kept running, and now he kicks long down towards half forward. Leggett out in front, just couldn't control the ball, and it goes over the boundary line, just inside forward 50 for Wanderers.
Yeah, you would think this would be last-ditch effort for the Eagles, Stu. They just need something quick, and it's just all come quite slowly for them today.
Yeah, that's right. Hasn't had too many fast passages where they've been able to hit the scoreboard. That's a pretty wild boundary throw in, and we'll have another go to see the just out of camera shot, the Palmerston coach Mark Tyrrell just patrolling the boundary here, giving directions, desperate for that 4 points at the end of this game. So there's a kick on the outside, bounces just inside the boundary line. This is going to be penalised. It'll be a Palmerston free kick at half back to be taken by Dane Oliver. Oh, Oliver, not sure that has that come into play even. I think it has, and floats out. There's a free kick been paid anyway for block. It's going to be a Wanderers free kick, and Sam Berry will be to take it as the ball eventually gets brought back for him to take the kick. But 18 minutes gone, he wants to play on quickly with a hand pass to Shanks. It wasn't the best hand pass, but Shanks was good enough to pick it up and get the kick inside forward 50, where he's found a teammate in front of the pack. That also wasn't the best kick. The hand pass comes off to Marlon, but Marlon was just cramped for room as he tried to kick and pulled it to the left and out of bounds on the full. So just a bit of panic from Wanderers, I think, there. They had possession of the ball, but tried to make things out of nothing really in the end, and it hasn't paid off for them. Meanwhile, Palmerston have it on the outer side of the ground. Cameron Nyko looks inboard, changes his mind, and goes on the outside where Lampton has made a little bit of space and takes the mark. Nathaniel Lampton goes long around the outer side. Fox gets a hand to it, but the best he could do was just parry it over towards the boundary line where it bounces out, and Palmerston will be pretty happy with another stoppage here on centre wing on the outer side of the ground.
Well, Stu, I saw a small smile on Mark's face until he went straight back into relaying some instructions, so a nice positive for the Magpies.
It's Wanderers winning the clearance here. The hand pass from Eastick comes back and then forward. Wilkes gives back to Willis. Willis into the middle of the ground, but closing was Sean Wilson. He hand passes forward, gives his teammate Alwyn Davey some work to do, but comes out to Elijah Davey. Play on his called advantage. Spilling the mark was Morgan Morris. He picks up now, floats the kick towards goal. I think he's just scraped it in for a behind as we are into time on in the the fourth quarter here, and Palmerston with a good advantage as Wanderers move it quickly, and Worthley takes the mark, drills it down to Phillips, who has been off the ground for quite a while in this last quarter, I think. Back on now, and chips back to Worthley in the middle of the ground. They need to get moving quickly if they want to make any impact on the scoreboard. This long kick comes down. Oh, terrific positioning by Kavanagh, just hooked it in with one hand, and they're off and running from defence again. Barnett kicks it long. That's a well-directed kick to Nyko. Takes the mark, plays on quickly, got a leading player in Elijah Davey, but too high for him, and bounces into the hands of Berry, who brings it away to Bake on the near side of the ground. His kick was a bit of a floater, but still hit the target, but good defensive work by Munich. Cut off the hand pass and then regathered himself, and Frith kicks inside forward 50. They've got numbers here. Morgan Morris picks up, straightens towards goal, but misses it out to the right-hand side. And just another behind for the Magpies, but I think it's just probably academic now with the lead that they have. Just, there's a couple of footballs over the fence, I think, so just recovering one. Worthley brings it into play, goes short to Clee, he gives it back to Worthley. It's out to defensive 50 now, has a bounce, thought about ducking back inside, gave the hand pass on the outside looking for Wheatra, but it fell at his feet and wasn't able to control it with the pressure coming. And another boundary throw in, so probably sums up Wanderers' day a bit, that passage of play. They had plenty of space, time to move it out, and then just missing with the skills again.
Yeah, you assume it will come up in review during the week. It's been their downfall, Stu, pretty easily.
So Rosengren with a long kick inside 50. Getting back was Holmberg, spilt the mark, and now Smith-Thompson tries to get a kick forward, but chopped off. The long kick from Fox drifts in towards goal, but not coming back, and that floats out of bounds on the full. Wanderers looking to switch to the near side of the ground, where Morgan has made some space and takes the mark. Goes back inboard to Clee. Clee chips it up. He's given this plenty of air, allows Frith to come in from behind and get a fist to it. Berry good enough to recover here, but gee, they're just messing around with the ball in their back half here, opening it up. Jaden Davey, that's an interesting hand pass on the outside, but the siren goes, and the Palmerston fans in the crowd are celebrating. The players probably a bit more relief than anything, but they've got their first win for the season, and thoroughly deserved. They've controlled the game for most of the day, Ryan, and a pretty good performance by the Magpies. They've stuck to their systems, and no doubt a bit of pressure comes off the coach, Mark Tyrrell, but yeah, a good performance by the Magpies.
Yeah, you can see in the scenes, Jaden Davey, Sean Wilson, straight into a bear hug with each other. It means a lot to this side. It's a long time coming. They've fallen so short throughout this season, and finally they get there, and it's against Wanderers. It's a 25-point win, and I have to say, Stu, Cohen Frith, Jaden Davey, Sean Wilson, bunch of those players outstanding today.
Yeah, that's right. And just Liam Kavanagh across half-back was sensational. Nathaniel Lampton had an almost game probably, but gave them some spark, and Harry Bremner up forward, and Joel Munich some encouraging signs, and while for Wanderers, Cody Leggett, of course, as usual, the usual suspects, Tyler Phillips in the ruck, Worthy down back, Clee did a bit, Morgan did a bit, Maguire did a bit, but all in all not enough from the Eagles, and it's the Palmerston Magpies that are smiling and get to celebrate tonight for the first time for the season. So that's fantastic for them, good for the competition, and congratulations to Mark Tyrrell and his team. So thanks, Ryan. Really enjoyed it today. It's the Palmerston Magpies with their first win of the season, who are victorious by 25 points. Thanks for watching.